What if I told you that the phone in your hand, the car you drive, and even the wiring in your house are all powered by a handful of countries in Africa? It's, insane to think about, but it's true. We're talking about copper, the metal that literally runs our modern world. Today, we're going on an epic journey to find out which African countries are the absolute giants of the copper industry. We're going to uncover the top 3 powerhouses and see exactly how much they're digging out of the ground. Which African countries power the world with copper? Let's uncover the top 3 and what it means for their economies and the entire planet. This is going to be a crazy deep dive, and by the end of this video, you'll see the world completely differently. We're putting 5 minutes on the clock to explore these mineral titans, so you won't want to miss a single second of this. Are you ready? We're starting with a country that is an absolute legend in the copper game. First up, we have Zambia. This country is an absolute titan, the OG of African copper. For decades, it's been synonymous with this red metal. Think about this. Zambia is home to a region literally called the Copper Belt. It's a massive geological treasure chest buried underground. Miners have been pulling out insane amounts of copper here for over a century. The scale is mind-boggling, the beating heart of the country's economy. In 2022, Zambia mined around 800,000 tons of copper. That's like the weight of over 100,000 full-grown African elephants. It all comes from this one region. Big global miners operate here. First, Quantum Minerals. Glencore Vedanta state-owned ZCCM Investment Holdings. Mines like Kabwe are legendary. Mines like Konkola are legendary. They are vast underground cities and colossal open pits. Copper is the lifeblood of Zambia's exports. Copper makes up over 70% of export earnings. The economy rises and falls with global copper prices. The industry fuels growth, building cities, creating jobs, paving the way for development. But it brings huge challenges. The mines consume enormous electricity, causing power shortages. Price swings can create chaos for the economy. It's a high-stakes, high-reward game. Digging up this much earth has a massive impact. Deforestation, water pollution. There are major social challenges getting wealth to local communities. Zambia is wrestling with an epic balancing act, powering the world while protecting life at home. It's an incredible challenge. The sheer scale of their operations will blow your mind. Let's go. If Zambia is the original giant, then our next country, the Democratic Republic of Congo, or DRC, is the sleeping beast just waiting to be fully unleashed. The DRC sits on some of the largest, highest-grade copper reserves in Africa, possibly the world. The potential here is absolutely astronomical. While Zambia has the history, the DRC has the raw, untapped power. The ground beneath the southern part of the country is packed with so much copper it's almost hard to comprehend. In 2022, the DRC blew past Zambia, producing 1,300,000 tons of copper. Animated graphic, massive stack of copper bars representing 1.3 metric tons. That's a colossal number, and it's only scratching the surface. Mining hubs are concentrated in the south, Kolwezi, Lubumbashi. These zones are basically the Wild West of global mining. This is where the action is, attracting the biggest players. Glencore, China Molybdenum, Sycamines. These companies are pouring billions of dollars into the DRC to build some of the most ambitious mining projects on the planet. They know the prize is huge. For the DRC's economy, copper isn't just important, it's vital. The revenue from these exports is a critical lifeline for a country that has faced unbelievable hardship. It's the money that could be used to build roads, schools, hospitals, and to lift millions of people out of poverty. The potential for copper to transform the DRC is immense. Potential, gleaming EVs. Potential, wind turbines. Reality, damaged roads and crumbling logistics. Reality, conflict footage and displaced communities. But here's the unbelievable challenge. The DRC is one of the toughest places to operate. Decades of political instability. ongoing conflicts in parts of the country, and a near-total lack of reliable infrastructure. Just getting copper from the mine to a port can be an epic logistical nightmare. Trucks struggling on muddy roads, drone shots, crumbling roads, and unpredictable security checkpoints. It's a high-risk environment where things can change in an instant. If, the billion-dollar question, the DRC can improve its governance, stabilize its politics, and invest heavily in infrastructure, roads, invest in railways, invest in power grids, then the sky is the limit. The amount of copper they could produce would be world-changing. They could meet a huge chunk of global EV and green energy demand. The DRC isn't just a copper powerhouse, it's a potential copper superpower. The fate of the green energy revolution could literally rest on what happens here. Okay, so we've seen the established giant and the sleeping beast. Now for our third powerhouse, Namibia. Namibia isn't trying to compete with the insane volumes of Zambia or the DRC. Smaller, more strategic, incredibly stable, punching above their weight, focusing on efficiency, sustainability. Extracting more than one resource at a time. It's a totally different strategy, and it's brilliant. Compared to millions of tons from its neighbors, Namibia made 60,000, 70,000 tons in 2022. But don't let that number fool you. The value isn't volume, it's the method. Operations are mainly in Achazonjupa and Irango, sophisticated mines like Achihasi and Chudi, but they have a secret weapon. Many mines aren't just pulling copper out of the ground. They practice polymetallic mining. While mining copper, they often recover other metals, copper, zinc, uranium. It's like a winning lottery ticket inside another winning lottery ticket. That diversification makes them incredibly resilient. If copper dips, zinc or uranium can keep the mine profitable. A smart business model, stability the giants can only dream of. This industry provides skilled jobs and export revenue in a country of vast, arid landscapes. The government has actively promoted foreign investment with a stable legal framework. Namibia is open for business, a reliable partner. That stability attracts cautious investors. But what's truly amazing is the focus on the future. The government is pushing sustainable mining practices. They know water is precious. They're pioneering ways to protect land and water. Namibia proves you don't have to be the biggest to be one of the best, building an industry designed to last for generations. So there, you have it. We're starting with a country that is an absolute legend in the copper game. Zambia, the historic giant. The DRC, the powerhouse in waiting. And Namibia, the smart and sustainable player. Together, these three countries are not just mining a metal, they are literally building the future. Every time you see a wind turbine, an electric car, or a new piece of technology, there's a good chance its journey started deep underground in one of these African nations. Their role in the global economy and the green energy transition is absolutely critical and only going to get bigger. The story of copper in Africa is an epic tale of immense opportunity, incredible challenges, and world-changing potential. From powering local economies to fueling a global shift towards sustainability, what happens in the copper belt and the deserts of Namibia over the next decade will shape the world we all live in.